real estate investor and I'm looking to invest in Oregon. How does the HB 2001 bill help or hurt me? And how does it affect my future as an investor? Hey everyone, I'm Steve Rosenberg with Mynd Property Management. Today I'm joined with Scott Mazuka, who is our portfolio manager for Mynd Property Management in the Portland, Oregon area. Scott, thank you for joining me today. Can you put a little insight into this for investors?
Yeah, first off, thanks for having me, Steve. It's always a pleasure. So Senate Bill HB 2001 is really a follow-up to Senate Bill 608. So everybody has heard the news that Oregon was one of the first states to pass a statewide rent control bill.
Right.
Now, as an investor, that kind of raises your antennas. We don't like rent controls.
Sure.
First off, I'd like to say that this year our rent control, it's a 10% rent increase. So it's not really restrictive, but there's some other things that tilt towards the tenants' playing field. And so you were concerned as an investor to say, is Oregon going to be a good place? Well, if you look at the root of the problem, the reason why you put in rent controls is there's often a housing shortage and rents are going up at too dramatic of a place. People are just being placed. So a housing shortage is not always a great thing. So to follow up with that bill, and I really think it's a good thing, they've put in a bill that says we're going to help increase the supply, because ultimately the lack of supply is the problem. So by increasing the supply, we can feel at ease that the rent controls are not going to continue to be ratcheted even worse. And we can now focus on providing more supply to the market, more choices for customers. And what's really the best of all is this actually opens the door for investors to go in and make a lot of money. So that's really exciting.
Well, and I think what it does is, if I was an investor before this bill passed and I was looking at the state of Oregon or Portland and I was thinking of investing, I may look at a house and say, I'm not going to make enough rent because rent control is restricting future growth, number one. And number two, you can only get so much rent out of a single family property. Now, when I look at a piece of land in Oregon, I may look at this now as an investor and say, okay, maybe I could put 2 units and a auxiliary dwelling unit called an ADU. Maybe I can get 3 revenue producing pieces of income out of that one piece of land. And now it becomes very, very valuable. And I think my concern is that a lot of people may see this and that could drive the prices further up, because now people may see the opportunity. I know the government is obviously doing it because they're trying to fix the lack of housing availability for renters and residents that are out there trying to find affordable housing. Do you see a negative side to this from an investor's perspective?
Well, there's always going to be a negative side. If you get too much density and you get too many cars, that can actually bring a neighborhood down. So you can worry about that. And so you want to be on guard as an investor. But I do think overall, if you've got the right eye and you're entrepreneurial, I really think the monopoly is a really great analogy. 1 minute you could put 1 home on this one piece of lot. Now you have a choice. I can put 2 green homes on, I can put 3 greenhouses on, or you know what? I could even put a red hotel on there and have an Airbnb or a combination of both. And so being able to find the highest and best use of a property, and good investors can do that where most people don't think that way. So by and large, I think this is really going to benefit the entrepreneurial investor.
I do, and it definitely seems like it's going to put Oregon even more so on the map for investors to look for these strategies. If somebody wanted to talk to you more in depth about maybe what cities in Oregon and types of properties that we can manage at Mynd and help them, how would they find you?
The best way would be to go to the website, www.mynd.co. Mynd is MYND. Click on the state of Oregon and my contact information will be there.
Great. Well, Scott, thank you very much. On behalf of Scott, myself, and Mynd Property Management, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.